Hey, what's up everybody? John here with Many Hats Woodshop. Yep, I have a name for the woodshop. Came up with it a little while ago, have a logo. But gonna work on trying to make this logo into a sign. We'll see how that goes. Can use that scroll saw over there. Here's the logo that I have. And then I'm going to make that into a sign. Came up with that a little while ago. I'll explain it in a video here once I get things squared away, like where I came up with that name. But I'm going to make that into a logo to hang on the wall. Got this. Came up with this little quick circle jig, nothing fancy. Just going to cut a circle on the table saw to cut it out roughly. Just have a maple runner underneath here to fit in the miter slot. Wax that up so it slides back and forth pretty nice. Got some markings on there for my radius that I need to cut for my circles for that. Let's see how this works. So right now, I'm going to cut out basically a circle for the outer edge of this. I'll have to cut the width of my outer frame on the scroll saw so I can get the inner part of the circle, and then I cut all on the scroll saw. First thing I did was I marked where my center of this is. Then I can drill a hole in there. And then the hard part, trying to get these two together. There we go. Make sure that moves freely. And then we can cut our circle. Cut all the corners off all the way around, and then just repeat. Now I need to make my circle. Instead of taping this on here and trying to cut out around that, I decided I want to make this like 1/4 of an inch. Well, I don't have a compass that big, so what I did was I took this piece of 1/8 inch hardboard, drilled a hole in one end, measured out what I need my radius to be, drilled a hole there, and I can put my nail through that into the center. And then I have a circle that I can follow. Yeah, so this is the scroll saw I got from my grandfather after he passed away. It's a DeWalt DW788. So this scroll saw is fairly old. I mean, not super old, but he passed away a while back. But one of those things I also got was all the scroll saw blades. Problem is I have literally no idea what all these scroll saw blades are. So I guess I'm just going to try one and see what happens. That's something I'm going to have to learn. Well, let's see how this goes. I just ran a test. I don't even know what kind of blade this is. All the teeth point down. I don't know how many teeth it is, but I have it attached underneath. Feed this through this hole. That much I know. Lock that in place. Tighten that down. Tension the blade. About like a 3.5 on there. Let's see if I can follow my line. I got a foot pedal for it. Makes life a little bit easier than trying to switch that on and off, because then I can have both hands on the saw. So let's see what happens. My goal is to stay to the inside of that black line. My test piece didn't like really do that very well, but hey, we all gotta suck sometime. Well, there we go. A ring. Got some cleaning up to do. But hey, it's a ring. Fun. Now I'll use my little bandsaw to cut out. I think I'm going to use it to cut out this top portion, because this looks like something I could do maybe on a bandsaw. Maybe if getting down into these might not be bandsaw, I might need to use a scroll saw for that, but like all this stuff on the outside I could probably use the bandsaw for. So I'll cut this off, cut that off. We'll see how it goes. Not bad. It's got some kinks to work out with the bandsaw. The belt inside is traveling and it's rubbing against the inside, and so I gotta look at that. That's why I had to stop a couple times. I don't know why it's rubbing over there. Why it's walking all the way against that wall. The tension's probably not right, but I thought I had tensioned it correctly. But I got the circle. I got the trees. Coming along. Got the hard part to do next.
Now it's time to start gluing the letters and the ring and the trees to the backer. What I first did was I got my layout on there, laid them all out, and then took some white spray paint and lightly sprayed that over the whole surface. And it left shadow lines where all the items are go. You can see that there. So then it was just a matter of gluing them on. I just used some CA glue and accelerator and glued them down. Time to get those letters painted. First I painted the whole thing white, and then I got some artist brushes so I could paint these teeny tiny letters and get them all painted up just with some black paint. Then I used a couple coats of the clear gloss enamel from Rust-Oleum over the top of that. And this was one of those parts of the project where I could see like more defects coming through, and the mistakes that I made with the lack of sanding. I need more sanding and primer and stuff, but it was a great learning experience.
Well, there it is. My first scroll saw sign. It's not as good as some of the others you see out there, but we all got to start somewhere. I look at Lizzie with House of Timber and Kelly with Eden Woodcrafts, and I see their signs, and they're so gorgeous and just perfect. And I'm making this sign, and a lot of lessons learned on it. Tiny letters. If I would have been thinking about it a little bit better, I probably would have made it a little bit bigger, because those letters were super tiny, and trying to cut them out on the scroll saw was pretty darn difficult. I know I broke a couple of them. I had to redo them. Got a lot of things to work on, to keep watching their videos and other people's videos that make some great looking signs. But yeah, it was a good learning experience. Got a lot of that, a lot of mistakes, a lot of learning. That's how you learn, is making those mistakes. And you got to be okay with sucking sometimes. And while it's not perfect, it works for now. I know I'll be remaking it at some point, but somewhere down the road when I get a little bit better at it. Got some things on the horizon here. I have to make, I have to get all that stuff in a cabinet. Probably going to make some drawers or something for those. But anywho, time to go watch the NASCAR Championship weekend. Too bad my guy isn't in it. Oh well. But anyways, have a good one. If I don't get one out before then, have a good Thanksgiving. We'll see how it goes. Take care. Bye.